Hey everyone. What's going on? Yes? What are you doing, Oak? Are you guys hungry? Here's Newman. Here's Coco's. There you go. I need to wash that, don't I? And here's Kiwis. How is everyone today? How is everyone today? Let us do some music. Welcome in, welcome in. Come and have a chat. Meet your friends. Meet your new friends. Welcome Angie, Paul, Barbara, Catherine, Lisa, and Kate, Gina, Priscilla, AJ, Wanda, we need to get some dancing going on today. Sid, what's going on? Welcome Esther. Marsha's here. And Marie. Sly. We've got Coco and Kiwi eating. Renee. Come on, Sid. She's over this song. We need a Sid song since she's the intro. Maybe I'll work on that when I have time. A Sid song. Hi, Suzanne. Kathleen. There we go. Wilma, everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh boy, it's 29 in Facebook. Wow, things are really. Sid, what's going on? Why aren't you bringing in the views? Huh? We need some more views. Hit the like button so people know that we're A-okay. Sid was resting. Kiwi is eating. Coco is eating. How's that, Coco? Huh? I didn't have enough food, so they just got the. Just the bare minimum. Yeah, the parakeets. The Kingpins. Wow. I posted the second of the series. I didn't post it on the broadcast channel. Maybe that's why it didn't share to there. I'll write that down. Share to the broadcast channel. Share to the broadcast. You got all these little notes everywhere. You guys have that too? Broadcast channel. Phone numbers, notes, a list. Otherwise, I just forget. You didn't get a notification? Oh, more on the trailer park twos? Well, I gotta post another one tomorrow. I don't know what's wrong with my brain. I couldn't even get my stuff together to post much today on my page. What did I end up doing? Oh, talking to a friend I went to college with, so I got caught up with that. Those puppies in the morning, they are like zoomy monsters. They're wild. It's a puppy explosion, and it starts at 4:30, sometimes 4. And honestly, you basically can't do anything from the minute they wake up to the next minute they fall asleep, because they're into everything. They're zooming, they're whatever. I should probably take them for a walk actually at that time when they're just waking up, because I actually can't do I cannot do any work. I can't do anything. It's just constant supervision of the puppies. They're chewing up the sofa. They'll do it all. Nothing is safe in the house when the puppies that early in the morning. They don't listen. Yes, a parrot. Yeah, they sleep, and then that's it. They are done. But then during the day, they kind of chill, right? They're like bananas. Honestly, you turn it down, they want to go out, you let them out, then they fight outside, and then you bring them back in, you try and get them back in, and then they're on the sofa, and you gotta get them off the sofa. Then they're finding a shoe, and they take the shoe, and then they take the socks, and then it's just constant. They drag the broom around, and it's just everything. Chew the baseboards, they chew the cords, they just, all of it. Sid, you were never like that, were you? The Kai did have a big breakthrough. He played in the water. I put that in my stories, so that was good. Yeah, the juicy juices. Coco drinks too many juicy juices when she goes to the trailer. Let's see, I made 6. The views are so low. I don't know, so low. Not many people stick it out and watch it. No free parrots. Steven, no free parrots. Any gossip? Do you guys have gossip? Water? Really? So Sid's got gossip about water. What is it you'd like to add to the conversation, Sid? So do you guys, who remembers my fine? Who remembers my fine story? How I got the $2,000 fine when I was importing? Water again? That's what you want to talk about? Water? What about grapes? And apples? Thanks, Gina. So, the fine. So my friend works in the government. I won't tell you where she works. But she told me, okay, just I got a fine crossing. I was crossing to Canada. I import goods myself. They have a new system they use. It's a computer system. It's quite complicated and very glitchy. It takes me hours. It's something that used to take me 20 minutes, now takes me hours to do. And it's complicated and it doesn't help my dyslexia. Anyways, I imported goods and I claimed things that weren't included. So basically, I paid more than I should have, but I got a $2,000 fine because my form was not accurate and I opened the boxes. I didn't open the boxes. Okay, so that's the gist of it. So my friend who works in the government, she told me what to do. She told me to contact my MP, which is like the federal representative of my area, like the lady that's been voted in. She's the federal person, not the provincial. She's the federal person, so she takes care of federal issues. Yeah, Coco still plays with her buttons. So, anyways, I contacted them. They wrote back right away. So, and then even when I was talking to my friend about it, like I'm still crying about it when I did explain the situation because it's so traumatizing to me. Anyways, so yeah, they wrote back right away and they want my number, like my, first before they can access federal records, they need my ID and permission form. So that gives me hope, right? And then I said to her, I said, but what happens if like now I'm targeted because I contacted my MP? And she says no. What's gonna happen is they're gonna tell them to leave you alone. So that's good, right? She's in the government. She knows stuff. And then so she said, and then you can escalate the appeal because it's so ridiculous. Like honestly, it's so ridiculous. It's not. It was such a minor thing for me to have to pay a fine like that. Anyway, so then she gave me how to escalate it to a supervisor too. So like get it re-looked at by someone higher. So hopefully that works. I swear, after all this, if I don't get that fine waived, I don't know what I'll do. And the thing about it is, my friend explained, she goes, the federal government is sympathetic to small businesses because they know with the tariffs and all the things going on in the retail climate and the small business that it's really affecting those people. It's affecting the small businesses. So, so she said that they'll be sympathetic to that aspect because I'm just like a small home-based business. I'm not a big like, you know, manufacturer or anything that can absorb fines like that. I mean, I can understand $100 fine, but $2,000? Anyway, so hopefully that's it. I need to write her back. So, what else? Yeah, so that was good. Yeah, I'm a one-woman show. Let's see what these jerks are doing. I was gonna skip the live today and just spend time with the birds, but I knew I'd feed them and they just sleep anyways. What are you two doing? Are you spouting off? Are you spouting off? Stars, Linda, let's get some tail feathers. Thank you, Linda. Tail feathers. Tail feathers. Tail feathers. What do you think the Oakley thinks? Honestly, I think Rue's a bit of a hussy. I think Rue's a bit of a hussy. Just wait till I show you the video. Jordan's in the house. I think Rue's flirting with all the guys. I think she's got her sights on all the guys. Isn't Oakley's call lovely? Isn't he a lovely singing voice? He's super cranky. He's super cranky right now because he is molting. I was wondering why he wasn't letting me pet him. I was wondering why he wasn't letting me pet him, and then I just see these feather explosion of Oakleys. Coco's so tired. I think how she sleeps after she eats. I'm not going to worry about it anymore. Doctor says it's likely her digestive issues, the sleeping. So there's nothing I can do about that. Just gotta... Spectral's in the house. Oh, I gotta get one of those done. She just goes right to sleep after she eats. It's like, does she, does it bother her? I don't know. If I look at Coco too long, I think she's dying. Yes, that's Oakley. Like, if you haven't had that prep, honestly, you don't know how bad it is until you have it. And Engelbert Humperdinck, I remember that. Engelbert Humperdinck. What song did he sing, April? What was his hit? Engelbert Humperdinck. Engelbert. He's a British singer. His songs were Spanish Eyes. '18 most requested songs. Well, that's some old stuff. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Oh yeah, that'd be a good one. Oh, he did What's New Pussycat? Or no? Puppies are way too much work. Cute and adorable, but when I need a new addition, you'll choose an older dog, yeah. Please release me. He's saying, wow, he's gotten a lot. He has a lot of songs. Oh, Gina said that was the wrong song. So yeah, so that's that. The puppies have been racing around the yard. They're covered in mud and they're soaking wet. No, they crashed out. They crashed right out. Crashed right out. My daughter might be getting a puppy. Did I tell you that yesterday? Let me go because I don't love you anymore. Last waltz with you. Tie a yellow ribbon? He sang that? Tie a yellow... Yeah, that was a good one. You dated someone that looked like Tom Jones. Oh, that was Tom Jones. Okay. You adopted your dog at 8 years old. What's going to YouTube? I don't remember. Tony, Orlando, and Dawn. Chicken stir fry. Dawn is having chicken stir fry. Was not tie a yellow ribbon. What do you think, Coco? Tony Orlando. It's your friend's dog. Your friend passed away. Ugh. Leftover spaghetti. Jordan is secretly Tom Jones. Really? Pasta with sauce and parmesan. I don't know what we're having. Like usual. That's like at 6:45 at night. I'm like, what are we gonna have for dinner? Because after these lives, I usually just after these lives, I usually run around, take care of the birds, and then by the time I'm done, it's time for dinner. Get ready for dinner. So I have 45 minutes to figure something out, and then Brad comes home at 7:30, and then it just explodes. I'm Melissa. I guess I got something to talk about today. You had mashed potatoes in Coco's honor. Baked chicken in my toaster oven. Yeah, it's hard to cook when there's that oven is so hot. It just heats up your whole house. I mean, it's already hot, right? Grilled chicken salad. Hi, Chrissy. Oakley's talking. I found an old video. I'm going to try and remake Coco dancing with Cookie. It was so cute. I'm going to remake it. I love Neil Diamond. I'll go to any Neil Diamond tribute band. I love every Neil Diamond song. My mom really liked music, and she would get into stuff, and she'd play it over and over and over again. And Neil Diamond was one of them. What was that big album they had? Hi, Joni. What was Neil Diamond's big album? Where are the crowns today? Let's see. Whoa! Priscilla, Gina, and AJ. Palma, you get up there. You do a lot of chatting. You saw Neil Diamond in concert? By the time you figure out what's for dinner, it's breakfast. Thai food with vegetables. Oh, I haven't had Thai food in so long. Jensen and I used to go to a Thai restaurant for lunches on special days, and we'd have this curry. Favorite Neil Diamond is The Story of My Life. I don't know if I have. Hot August Nights. Kathy, are you from, not Vegas, Reno? We were in Reno during Hot August Nights, I think, or it was just before. My daughter, Angie. Maybe. I don't know yet. Hey, there's a Danita in the, just joining us. Danita Bowie. That's my name is Danita, if you're listening yet. Sweet Caroline, and what else is Neil Diamond? Sweet Caroline. Why don't I recommend any? I don't recognize the titles, but I know the songs. Oh, Hot August Night is the Alba. Sorry, I get it. The jazz singer. Do you remember the jazz singer? Oh my gosh, that was good. Touching You, Touching Me. Look at all the Live in America. That was a good one. I should get the greatest hits. Listen to that. The jazz singer. I think that was the one I listened to over and over. That's Oakley. It's like, who doesn't like Neil Diamond? Is anyone watching that you don't like him? You didn't karaoke with Neil Diamond karaoke? Right after the marathon, Neil asked if he could sing Sweet Caroline live. Wow. Yeah, the jazz singer. What was the synopsis of the jazz singer? I must have loved that movie because I played the album over and over again. You had backstage passes and he signed your shirt? $105 to $110. That's crazy. Coming to America is a good song. Song Sung Blue. Do I have any more vacations planned this year? Vegas maybe in October. That's it. I really wanted to go to Hawaii for Christmas because my daughter isn't here with us and I'm just gonna sit and cry all day. So I'd rather like pretend it's not Christmas, but we can't go. I really wanted to go somewhere. Love on the Rocks, yes. That was a good one. Oh, he was singing Yiddish songs at that party. Joan saw him in concert. Song Sung Blue. Someone just mentioned that. Hello? And Love on the Rocks. Hello. Yeah, we need to. Look at Coco's just exhausted. Poor thing. Your sister used to work at a place where concerts were held during the summer, and we got to meet a lot of stars. Doreen. That would be fun. I know songs, but ask me who sings half the time, not a clue. Same with me, Helen. I'm constantly using that Shazam. Do you have Shazam on your phone? You just hold it up to radio, it tells you exactly what the song is. Crackling Rosie makes you smile. Yes, Love on the Rocks. Ain't no surprise. Pour me a drink and I'll tell you some lies. Yeah, that's good. We saw at the casino, we just saw one of those covered Neil Diamond people. I think his name is Nearly Neil. He plays locally. We have a long holiday weekend coming up in Canada. Oh, that sounds fun, Doreen. Core Memories, sounds like. This is our civic holiday. Canada has a lot of holidays. We have a lot of holidays where people don't have to work. Stat holidays. We have federal stat holidays that people get paid and provincial stat holidays. Canadians, is August first weekend a stat? I mean, is it a civic or a provincial? Oh yeah, Neil Diamond reminds me of my mom too. You rubbed shoulders with Bob Hope on the dance floor once? Lorraine says, my dad worked in Atlantic City. He said Neil Diamond was not nice to the help when he was there. Oh. Your mom was your best friend. That's nice. Yeah. Renee says, I love it when we get focused on a singer music group and then it's all nostalgia. Yeah. The U.S. has a lot of holidays. But anyone that works in retail is lucky just to get a bonus. Yeah, you guys don't even have maternity leave in the States. There's not even maternity leave. I guess, do companies offer maternity leave? Here, moms get it, they can get it for 9 months and they can get an extension for another 6 months, I think. Another extension. But you don't get your full pay, you get like 60% maternity leave. Any worker gets it. And they have to guarantee they can't fire you while you're on maternity leave. You have to have a job. What's the short maternity leave? AJ's met Dolly Parton, Steve McNair, and a wrestler named Jerry Lawler. You didn't miss much, and we were talking about Neil Diamond. 6 weeks maternity in Cali. How do people do that? That's what I always wonder. How do you just take your baby to daycare? when they're little babies, like newborns. I guess you end up having family to help out or whatever. You get full pay for 6 weeks if it's not a small business. Do they do... Oh, your company does 3 months? Do they do paternity leave too, where the man can take time off? Here, they can switch it out. I had a baby and I went to work right away because I didn't qualify for maternity leave because I didn't qualify for some reason. I can't remember. But I got a big employment insurance payout, so I was able to live on that. I remember going into the bar. The bar was called Shooters, and I just had Jensa. And I walked in, I went up to the bar, and I said, "Hi, I really need a job. I just had a baby, and my tarot card said I'm gonna get hired here." And the girl gave me a job right away. I started right away. Those are the good old days when you could just walk in and get a job. I don't think you can do that anymore. You can't just walk in and get a job anymore. My mom would babysit. A lot of moms either go down to part or don't go back. I don't think paternity leave is a law. Jordan's never having babies. Now everything is online, even interviews. I couldn't do that. I honestly, like, my brain capacity could not do that. I still haven't told Brad that I lost that diamond. Yeah, Coco, poor thing. What about little jobs? Like, say you just wanted to go to a restaurant to cook, like be the cook, a line cook. I wonder if you'd be able to go in and get the job right away. You had twins and you stayed home for 8 months. You used to be able to walk in and ask for a manager. No, I know it's not my fault, but I don't want him to be sad. I don't know if it's insured. Well, we have house insurance, but we don't really use it. I think I probably have to take it for an assessment. Brad got it from the nicest jeweler store here. It's a reputable Canadian jeweler. It's just an expense, another expense. I have a niece and a nephew, and you have friends that have kids. You're the fun uncle. That's fun. Jensa has friends. Jensa's boyfriend has friends like that. They're all single, and they're the fun uncles that come over and play and bring little gifts. Yeah, look at sweet Coco. There'd probably be a line to be a line cook. You just got through watering your birds. U.S. has 12 weeks unpaid maternity or paternity leave without losing your job. But if you got fired for taking it, you'd still have to take it to court. Oh my goodness. The wedding is, I don't know where the diamond is. The wedding is in September. I think it's around the 8th or something. I'm terrible with dates. I have to write everything down. Brad's gonna retire in a couple of years, so he keeps bugging me to get all my dental stuff done. So I finally made the appointment. There is a tsunami watch on the west coast. Let's see if that affects tsunami. I wonder if that affects us. Tsunami issues for Hawaii and Alaska. That alert can be upgraded to an advisory if monitors have reason to believe that the waves generated a potential tsunami are likely to be dangerous. There we go. Who's in Alaska? Alaska and Hawaii. It used to be a phone interview, Zoom meeting, working interview. It goes on forever. I wouldn't have the patience for that. You're getting Invisalign in 2 weeks? All of the West Coast? Okay, let's see. 5:31. Let's see. BC. Let's see what they're saying. Tsunami watch is in effect for BC. Tsunami notification zones A, B, C, D. Yeah, that's. Let's see. It goes for British Columbia. I'm snuck into. I'm in Vancouver, so I'm in between an island. I wonder if it affects Barney. I think he's on the edge. Let's message Barney. Do I have my Facebook? No, I don't. It has to be sent. The November 30 quake was heck. You used to do farmers markets? Sky, are you close to the water? Do I have a garden? No. Let's go see what the puppies are doing. They sound like they're busy. Kai was playing in the hose today. It was so cute. So proud of himself. What are you two crazies doing? Puppy playtime. They have about 6 puppy play sessions every day. That's why I think it's good to have litter mix. I mean, there is sometimes problems, but generally they're good. Coco isn't locked in. Coco is in her carrier because it's her safe place. Aw, you dirty wet girl. Okay. Oh my goodness, you're so dirty. Oh boy, I'm covered in mud. You're near the bowl. You're near Anchorage, but the bowl protects us from ocean and trout. But do you like living in Alaska? Sometimes I daydream about just moving up somewhere where there's a remote, it's really remote, and you just kind of, you don't really have any rules. Bought a special coffee. Fog Line Coffee, it's called. It's out of California. The building laws mostly protect us from earthquake stuff. In Alaska. Oh my gosh, is the hose still on? Okay, guys. Yeah, you're fantastic. Oh my goodness, they're so muddy. No, it didn't cause a tsunami. Not yet. Crab meat stuffed cod for dinner. Isn't that make you rich? Like, isn't that rich? You like that you don't have to deal with city traffic? I'm afraid of that when I move back to the lower 48. I've never driven a real city before. Do you have to, will you be moving back to the lower 48? Oh my gosh, they dug more in that hole. Did you know how much trouble they're going to be in when Brad gets back? I try and cover for the dogs. Izzy and Ellie used to dig holes, and I used to try and hide them from Brad. My broken arm is not easy to work with sometimes. It instantly puts him in a bad mood when he walks in. I gotta find a broom, make sure I do that. Find a broom and sweep the hole up.
did. I left the hose on for the afternoon. I forgot I was watering the banana trees. You will move back. I hate being cold and can't afford to move back to Europe. What's it like in the summer? Do you think it's beautiful? Used to live up in Yosemite. Oh, why can't I pronounce Yosemite, whatever. What was that bear's name that used to tell you not to start fires? It was on commercials. I do have banana trees. If they make it through the winter, they're ginormous in the summer. Our yard is really, really hot. But they didn't make it through the winter this year, so they just... Smokey the Bear, that's right. What was his slogan again? I used to love it when he was on a commercial because it was like he's got a mini cartoon. Didn't he have a slogan? What was the slogan? It's beautiful in the summer. You can prevent forest fires, Smokey the Bear. Only you can prevent forest fires. We need to bring Smokey the Bear back. More forest fires now than before. Did you know what I was watching the other day? This might be disturbing for some, but I won't describe it. I go on Twitter and it's like a cesspool of all sorts of disgusting stuff. Anyways, I see this video of like a shark, like someone swimming, and it's something about like shark attack, and I'm like, I'm always interested in sharks. So I'm watching it, and of course when you're watching a shark get someone in the water, you assume that they're gonna live, right? You don't expect to see what really happened. So I'm watching it, I'm going, oh my gosh, what? Gone, eaten. I watched the whole thing, hoping he was gonna live. Yeah, you need to plant it in the ground. We have babies all the time in our banana tree. Our banana trees grow like crazy. I still can't get the image out of my head. They are growing so fast. You didn't actually see? It disappeared forever. There's a lady. Oh, okay, listen to this. Sky says there is a lady that rescued a shark, took all the fishing line off of it, and then it started bringing friends to her. No, wait, where did you see that? That's a fun story. Remember that shark movie? So disturbing. no. No. What, Marsha? What? Marsha just said something worse than I've ever said. Was that in a movie? Marsha usually doesn't say disturbing things. Oh, do you remember that video I did when we were on vacation? And there was a shark, and I go running in. I go, Brad, there's a shark. And then Brad goes, there's no shark. And then he goes out there to, like, look to see, because Brad's right and I'm wrong, right? And remember the shark, and I kept running back? That's actually one video that is actually copied a lot of. One video that people have copied and posted as their own. So that's not real? I never saw that movie, Snarknado. It was a long time ago. It was about it was a man who loved sharks, and he basically talked about the atrocities against sharks, and that sharks were actually really good, and it's extremely rare to be bitten by a shark, etc. Do you remember that movie? And here I thought my story was disturbing. New Smyrna Beach in Florida. How do you pronounce that? New Smyrna Beach, Florida is the shark attack capital. Really? Smyrna. Marsha! Marsha's been, okay. Someone's behind Marsha's account. Normally she doesn't talk about stuff like that. She doesn't, Marsha never really spreads the imagery in your head. I'm not even gonna read it out. You never say disturbing things when the animals get hurt. Oh, okay. I get you. I get what you're saying. Marsha. He doesn't usually do that. I mean, maybe she had a couple drinks or something. If the shark was getting eaten, I wouldn't be mentioning it. Yeah. That's why I'm actually mindful of stuff like that. I don't try, because I know the imagery is too much for most of us. The man who lived with the grizzlies. Do you remember Grizzly Adams? We went to drive-in to see Jaws because I wasn't old enough, but apparently it didn't matter if you went to drive-ins. And I was absolutely petrified. Like forever. Like I couldn't even, well, not forever, but I couldn't go in the bathtub or anything. I was just little. Yeah, what was Grizzly Adams about? I can't remember what it was about. Angie. If you got disturbing images in your head, just forget about it. Focus on the puppies. It was petrifying when you were a kid. We were all probably kid age with Jaws. Even now, if I watch. Are those stools there to hide the holes from Brad? Yes. You guys don't remember what I went through with the girls in the holes. He would get so mad. Brad would be digging. Brad would be filling the holes, and Izzy and Ellie would be digging them right after. Like, he'd fill one hole, then he'd go into the next hole, and Ellie was the worst. She'd be digging the hole after him because she wanted to help. So they thought they were playing holes. Oh, Grizzly Adams falsely convicted of a crime, so he went and hid and lived rurally and befriended a bear. Aww. I don't remember the show. I'd have to ask. There's another one. Remember the guy with the monkey? Something in Me? He's a guy who moved out to live in the wilderness and off the land. He has a big grizzly bear named Ben. Okay, the grizzly bear was named Ben. Kind of like the rollers. BJ and the bear. Yeah, that was the monkey one. Oh. Okay, everyone. We're gonna go. Time to go spend time with the birds. The holes they dug. 2 holes today. Started a third. Oh, it's 3 holes today. Uh-oh. You guys are in big trouble. I'll just say it was the hose. This was like my life, my ow! Okay, not my wrist, guys. Okay, ouch. No, they're pulling this thing, sorry. Good night, everyone. My whole life is getting the puppies out of trouble, or animals out of trouble. Okay, good night, everyone. Thank you for watching. Yeah, everyone have healthy treats. Watch your cholesterol, right? Good treats, no chips. Popcorn with no butter. How's that? Good night, everyone. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for hanging out. Good night, Facebook. And good night, YouTube.